If you want to know the truth, come walk with me. Oh yeah. If you want to know the truth, come walk with me through places that are so exclusive. What a glorious day on the 29th of March, the first day of times gone forward, and it is fabulous to experience this phenomenal landscape. Let's continue to walk, experiencing the Harmonsworth meadows, the trails, the habitat. It's part of the environmental agency. So I call it the road less traveled. If you're willing, you'll explore. If you're unwilling and unpleasant, you'll do everything to try and find excuses to lock yourself in, lock yourself down. The nature will never lock you down. Nature is here in an infinite way, and it'll show you what is to be alive and how to live a life of exuberance. And that's a beauty. That's the purest and the most incredible beauty that you can ever find. Yes. Which way do I go? This way? This way? Whichever the way I go, I have no roadmap. All I have is a conscious step that I wish to take so that I don't become a nuisance to myself and to the environment and to anyone else around me. It's called the road less traveled. What imprints will you leave on this pathway, on this trail? History. What will the future human beings think of and tell what we did in what we did, in how we lived, whether we are black or white, white or green, yellow or red. If we come up with a psychological drama to make up divisions in ourselves, get ourselves identified with nonsense, whatever you do, remember, we all bleed the same blood as human beings, or warm-blooded species will bleed the same way. It is your conscious decisions to be identified with the nature and existence in life will be a profound way of being. And especially if you're a human being, your conscious steps that you take, your gentle steps that you take, your inward responsible steps you take will ultimately show us, will bring us to a very beautiful and a very exuberant life. As I call it, less route, less traveled is something that you take and see as an opportunity, see as a possibility. And it's the accepted wisdom. Go with the creation. Go with the flow is something that you are used to, yet something that is without any conscious, responsible means to become a human being that you travel with. And footsteps, the steps walked is the steps well worth walking. Steps that touches the earth in the most impactful ways, yet it touches with most profound ways. Is a way life is meant to be. Not what you read in the books, not what was said on a scripture. Going with the flow and easy to swim, don't you think? Because going with the current is easy to go through, easy to swim. Going with the current, going against the current, you know how difficult it is if you have tried. If you watch my videos swimming against the current, a free butterfly strokes as I was swimming, you'll see I learned to respect the existence and to swim with at ease. Because when you know the forces of our existence, when you respect and be humble by it, you will do what is needed and enjoy the forces that are making us live a profound life. As you also know, going with the flow means doing everything easy. The easy way is the historical way, or was it the accepted way, I should say. Going with the flow means that you're just doing because the history, because your parents, your grandparents, your education, your institutions, your governments, your religions have actually propagated and confused you to do it their way, so that you don't know any other way. The easy way is the way you know that we all get into trouble for this reason. And then we blame them as us and them becomes a common conversation in politics, in government, in parliament, in religion, in the household, in the family. So this is not what is life. Life is about road, path, trail less traveled. Folks, the easy way is not the way out. The most difficult way, the challenging way that you've risen from those challenges, is the way that is profound and most sustainable way of living, and most sustainable way of life can exist. More inclusive way of living, more inclusive and embracing way of wholesome living can exist in there. Having said all of this, if you not know the truth is not the authority. Or is it? Or is the authority the truth? Why don't you explore the possibilities of life and to know the authority is never the truth. The truth itself is the only authority that exists in this existence, because the nature and life is such. It is here to heal you. It is here to provide you life. And it's not here to anyway take your life away or to cripple your life. It is here to provide you life, and the most energy efficient way of being as a human being is to live this life to the most beautiful and profound ways. Look at this creature. Has captured his food by entrapping in those web of, it's a web of life of this spider that captured its food by webbing in the most incredible and intelligent way of living, right? Why are we getting trapped as human beings in our psychological drama and the nonsense that we have taken up by reading books, textbooks, and every other useless information that has caused us a tremendous harm, a problem to our survival and to our existence as a whole? It is time that we make our lives feel more profound and more responsible and more conscious in the way we live. If you want to know the truth is in the experience that you live. It's not what was written down. It's not what was said. It's not what was taught. It's not what you read. It's not what you learned. It's not what you watch on television, on movies. It's every step is a truth that it vibrates with this very earth that is supporting you. What's so important is that you don't become a problem, and you don't become the challenge in your life. That you find every challenge is an incredible and amazing opportunity to live the very realities and the very true realities of who we are as human beings, and most importantly, what it is to be a human being.